Hello and welcome back to Old Trafford, the home of honestly biased sports content. How are we doing, guys? Mr. Keith in the chat. Mr. Ethan in the chat. We got an Angel Fest. How are we doing, lads? Howdy, admin. I hope all is well. Is there any truth to that Sky Sports good morning transfer update that says Cole Palmer is willing to join Manchester United? Best believe we'll be getting into it, Keith. So let's move on over. Truffordians, word on these Old Trafford streets. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Also, this drummer cooks. I mean, he's cooking a 5-course meal, mate. I prefer to have a halo. Me and you are going to get that purple halo, Ethan. Yes, we are, Keith. I mean, I need to double check myself. How long would you have to be a member for to get that purple halo? I think it's like 5 years or so. Hopefully the channel will be up and kicking by then. We're only just getting started, peeps. Only just getting started. Keith, I was shocked to hear them talking about Cole Palmer willing to join United on Sky Sports News. So yeah, we will be getting into that. Double I, hi admin. Hello Double I, hope you're doing well, man. So let's get into the news, lads. Let's scroll through it because we've got quite a lot to go through today, actually. And what I thought was going to be a fairly quiet news day, we get slapped with Casemiro will be leaving at the end of the season. Something a lot of people already predicted, but at the same time, very disappointed to see it because it does feel as though it's more of a financial decision rather than a footballing decision, if you know what I mean. But yeah, either way, let's go on to the latest story. So, Manchester United duo Harry Mass and Toby Collier are set to join Championship clubs Norwich City and Hull City, respectively, on loan deals for the remainder of the season. So, Toby Collier will be going to Hull City, and Harry Mass will be going to Norwich City. Now, a fullback going to Norwich City, it kind of puts me on edge because, I mean, it kind of just gives me Brandon Williams flashbacks where he went to Norwich City and we never saw him again. So I don't know how to feel about that for Harry Mass, but I guess we'll see how he gets on. See admin, we need 2 belabours now. We do need 2 belabours, but do we need 2 like high quality belabours? Because I still just don't see us getting like a belabor and an Anderson. You know what I mean? I feel like we'll get one of them and then we'll get an understudy that's, I don't know, maybe not as well known, but we'll have to wait and see. Double I, honestly, I'm happy the way it ended with Casemiro. No sour taste from both sides, the club and the player. Good luck, Uncle Cass. Go get that bag. Yeah, I've got no qualms with Casemiro. I mean, quality player, great professional, and I can understand from the club's perspective, okay, we can reinvest that money somewhere else. I mean, Casemiro is an aging asset, but at the same time, just part of me wished that he would stay, you know? Okay, so Indy Kayla apparently saying Manchester United officials were locked in talks all day in London yesterday. We understand the talks were regarding a secret target who plays in England and whose representatives were involved. Detailed information is being kept confidential. Is this about Cole Palmer? I don't know, but let's have a quick look. We will be getting on to Cole Palmer stuff, but first of all, the executive meeting had been planned to take place in Monaco, but Carrick couldn't justify travelling to the south of France when he had important work to do on the training pitch. He told us, but that is crazy that they organised it for Monaco. Why not just turn up in Manchester? Why do we have to meet in London? Why do we have to meet in bloody Monaco? Like, come on. It's crazy. He told his bosses he would be adopting a different approach to training and match preparation, but he was invested in quality more than quantity. How talking to each other and being honest, however brutal this might be at times, was just as valuable as having the ball at their feet on the training ground. Club sources insist Ratcliffe was impressed with the calm and intelligent demeanour of his new interim manager. Okay, So, I mean, Carrick decided not to piss off to the south of France and instead stayed to actually train his players. I guess, do we applaud him for that? Maybe we do. Uncle Casemiro, I want to wish him luck. He never complained and never shizzed talked to anyone, and he was always so passionate about the team. Watching him jump on Carrick after we beat City is that Fergie DNA. Amen, Keith. Amen, mate. I think... I just think... they're a dying breed, players like Varane and Casemiro, and I am happy that both of them came to the club. And it's no surprise that, like, oh, okay, we've got a 6-year trophy drought or whatever, and as soon as we actually sign some proper winners like Varane and Casemiro, we're able to get to, is it 4 finals with them? That's why it kind of scares me when Casemiro goes, like, how it's actually going to be, because yeah, I think he provided a lot, not only on the pitch but off the pitch as well. Christian would lose his shiz if we signed Palmer. I stopped taking Indicala seriously when he said that we were interested in Mbappe. I mean, for all we know, we were interested in Mbappe, but I think like every club in the world was. So you got to watch out with his wording, Indicala, or her wording, because it's a fine line. Where are we? Imagine Christian, he would have a factory reset. I would take Palmer, no problem. He would elevate that team so much, and the fact he's a diehard United fan growing up just makes it sweeter. Now, I don't want to piss on your Cheerios, guys, but there's some pretty big things that we need to look into before we can even consider bringing Cole Palmer in, but we'll get onto that in just a moment. And just speaking of that moment where Casemiro jumps on Michael Carrick, Keith, here it is. Carrick has made a point of speaking to certain individuals whose future or futures seemed uncertain. Kobbie Mainoo, Patrick Dorgu, and Joshua Zirkzee have all been told to focus on United and the immediate future. Ahead of home games, United will now arrive at Old Trafford later than they did when Erik ten Hag and Ruben Amorim were in charge. Carrick wants his squad to get the best greeting possible and to engage with supporters after matches as well. He also wants his players to spend less time hanging around before kickoffs. I think this makes sense as well. I mean, like, you guys all know, like, if you've ever done like a presentation at work or you've ever done anything, the more time you have to overthink and the more time you're waiting, the worse it is. I mean, you kind of just want to get it over with. And I'm not saying the players are going to think that about match days and stuff like that, but I think the less room you give for overthinking, the better, especially as a professional athlete. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with them turning up a bit later. And also, like it says in the article, Carrick wants the players to feel the atmosphere of the fans, and if they come early, then they only really see the fans when they're coming out of the tunnel instead of before the match as well, and they can feel the atmosphere, and yeah, maybe it'll hype them up. Who knows? But with Varane, though, I was disappointed because I expected way more from him, especially that he was only 28, and 28 for a defender is like a 24-year-old winger. Yeah, but Varane can't do anything about getting injured, can he? I mean, we can say that we expected more, but it's not his fault that he got injured. Love Casemiro so much, and I can guarantee he will be a United fan for life. We've seen Uncle Basti love United more than Bayern, which is crazy. Admin, quick question. On a scale of 1 to 100, how confident percentage-wise are you for the Arsenal game? I would say... I'm going to sound deluded, but I'm going to say I'm a solid 70% confident. But we get a draw or we win. I'm 70% confident. I honestly think that the fact that Arsenal haven't lost at home this season, I think the stars are aligning for us to shock them here. What would you say, Keith? Out of 1 to 100, how confident are you feeling? If you had to put a scoreline on it, what are you going with? Well, Arsenal have one of the best defences in like Europe, so I'm feeling either a 1-0 or at a push 2-1. I don't think it's going to be the most open game, but I do feel as though we can do to them what they've done to us so many times, where like we've been drawing and then they score in the last minute. I think it's our turn to do that to them. I've just got a sneaky feeling that we do. Because, I mean, we already outperformed them at Old Trafford. And if you remember, I think the way I'm seeing Carrick's term is, I think it's like Ole's term on steroids. And if you remember, with Ole's term, we had a really good record away from home. And I think that Carrick will instill that in the players as well. I think he's going to instill the same away record, and I think we're going to shock a lot of people when we play Arsenal. I'm not 100% confident that it'd be a win, but I do think we could at least get a draw there. I'm going with 60% admin because of the City game. It's giving me that extra 10% confidence. If I was to go with a score line, I would say 1-1. Yeah, it's somewhere in the region of like 1-0, 2-1, 1-1. I feel like that's where the safest money's at. Speaking of money, United have dropped to 8th place in the Deloitte Money League for the 24-25 season in terms of revenue generation, which is insane. So let's look at some of these numbers. So this one, where my mouse is Man United. So match day, in terms of the money, let's see what it says in the small print. So the 20 highest revenue generating men's football clubs globally for the 24-25 season. Converted from Deloitte Football Money League. Okay, yep. So United have gone down 4 places. So originally we were 4th, so we were here, and now we've moved all the way down to here. Match days have brought in 160.2 mil. By the way, this season is definitely not going to help these stats given the fact that we're playing less games. So the match day revenue is definitely going to go down. Broadcast revenue, I don't know how that's split up. If anyone knows, let me know, but I don't know how broadcast revenue split up, because surely more people are tuning in for United games rather than all of these other games. Commercial, we're in the top 5 for that, but at the same time, the fact that by the way, this isn't just comparing Premier League teams before you think that, because I know you guys can't see the teams, but this is world football. But the fact that Man City commercially are making more money than us is insanity. Bayern Munich as well making more money than us commercially. That's confusing. But either way, this pretty much shows that we are like falling like a lead balloon when it comes to revenue. Which is why Champions League is so important this season as well. I do also have another scoreline in my head of 2-1, but I'm trying to be realistic of a 1-1. I do think 1-1 is the most realistic, so you got your head screwed on, Keith. We always perform against Arsenal away, even last time away. In our worst season statistically, we managed to knock them out of the FA Cup. But other than the cup competitions, we haven't won at the Emirates since 2017 in the league, I think. So, and that was the game where Jesse Lingard did that like Millie Rock celebration, which is a throwback. is a massive throwback. Where are we? Yes, I think the match day revenue could drop way down. City's fan base is between the ages of 10 and 25. They use the internet. City also cooks for books. Yeah. I mean, how much of that commercial stuff is like Emirates Airlines and all of this? So, absolute BS. Carrick has made subtle changes since his appointment as head coach, and he oversaw a superb victory against Manchester City. Yep, we know that already. United insiders have preached it's not the time to get carried away after one game, but Carrick's small tweaks appear to be making a difference. Oh, God. And then this... guys... Some people, I think this is one of my like hottest takes that I'll probably disagree with a lot of people on, but when I see information about protests, like look at this. The 1958 group expect more than 5,000 to 6,000 fans to join their protest ahead of United's game against Fulham on 1st of Feb. And this is their statement. So Jim Ratcliffe chose to get into bed with the Glazers and, in our opinion, is helping to keep them in charge. 21 years of mounting debt, mismanagement and financial greed is 21 years too long. Therefore, we are protesting not only against the Glazers, but now also against INEOS and Ratcliffe, a man once seen by many, including ourselves, as a possible saviour and a beacon of hope, but now revealed as complicit in the ongoing erosion of everything that makes our club what it is. Now, I'm going to sound like a negative Nelly here, guys, but 5,000 to 6,000 people, or they're expecting more. So let's be generous and say it's 8,000 people. There's like at least 100 million, I would estimate, 100 million United fans in the world. And not every United fan follows United on social media or this or that. And like, they've already got like around like 35 mil, I think, at the moment. So there's over 100 million United fans around the world. And with all due respect for 1958, they think a group of more than like 8,000... Can we do the maths on that? Guys, I'm doing the maths on it, okay? I'm sorry. But let's say let's be generous and double it. Let's say it's 12,000. 12,000 fans divided by 100 million. Okay, so 0.00012% of the fan base. Now, to think that 0.00012% of the fan base protesting can affect a like whale of a business, of a club that is Manchester United, like, what's the point? I'm sorry, man. What do they think? Like, you have to be deluded to think these things actually achieve anything. And again, I'm not trying to shiz on them because they're doing it for the right reason. Their intention is good. But when I see people who try and like virtue signal online and they're like, oh, what have you done to support? Have you just stood in a big group walking around the stadium? And it's like, no, I haven't. And most fans haven't. And the reason why most fans haven't is because it does nothing. It does nothing. It's pointless. But yeah, I don't know. That's admin being a negative Nelly there. But it's just, I think it's such a waste of time. Like, if people were serious about all of this stuff, stop buying merchandise. That's the only way that you can actually hit a business. Like, you stop buying their products, and then all of a sudden they might think, oh, wait, shiz, our customers aren't buying our products anymore. Like, what do we do? But standing outside a business and being like, yeah, we want the owners of this business to leave, it's not going to do anything, is it? United have 65.5 million Instagram followers, admin. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've got way more. We've probably got around 150 mil fans worldwide then, probably. Somewhere around that. Because I'm thinking only mainly young people use social media. What about all the older generation that just don't even use Instagram and stuff like that? Like, all of these people who follow on the Instagram page are going to have parents. How many of them don't actually follow the Instagram page? But either way, I just think it's pointless, and yeah, it's depressing. Where are we? I imagine once Pep is gone from City, they'll fall apart. They definitely will. It would be funny if City appointed Ruben Amorim. I do think that would be quite funny. But we never got hammered like in Anfield or Etihad, you know. It's going to be another Liverpool. Why do we get these world-class players in their waning years? Because we have to, I don't know, we get world-class players in their prime years. We got Pogba, we got Fernandes. But the problem is we don't recruit fast enough to build a team around them. Usually it takes like 3 years. And at which point, like, the players have had 2 managers, and then they start getting annoyed with United. And it's like an endless cycle. It's funny. It's funny, actually. The place I work, we've got a team, and it's actually ridiculously similar to Manchester United and how they recruit, because what will happen is you bring people in, they're good people, you'll train them up, and then they're all good. But then what will happen is other people will leave the team, and then all of a sudden those good people have twice the amount of work. And then when they have twice the amount of work, then they get so frustrated with the company or with the team that then they want to leave. So then once you're able to re-recruit people for the positions that left, the good people that you hired, they're just completely done. And I feel like that's what's happening with United. It's like, it's going in a cycle of we hire good players, like, or sign good players like Pogba, Fernandes. They're the ones that come to mind. I'm sure we've signed others, but we sign good players, but then they just get disillusioned with the club because it takes so long for the club to actually build a team that can support them and support the team. So then they just end up giving up, and then we just repeat the cycle. Like, the good players leave, then we have to sign like a big money good player again, and it just never ends. But yeah, I think that is why people are somewhat happy with the recruitment that we've had so far under Christopher Vivell, because it actually feels like there's a structure there, and like people are actually signing up to the team. Where are we? It's going to be another Liverpool. Just imagine we go to the Emirates and we dominate Arsenal. What do we say about our chances, and what would the pundits say? I think we come third in the league. If we beat Arsenal, I honestly think that we finish third this season. For 1958, also only think that match-going fans are the only United fans. Old Trafford holds 72k people, biggest club in the world. The maths doesn't math. Yeah, I know. Like, it's literally, even if everyone could afford to go there, that means that literally there's only 72,000 real Manchester United fans in the world any weekend. Like, it's insanity, man. If anything, the ones who go to the matches, you could argue, if I was playing Red Devil's advocate, that if you could argue that, like, they're actually funding the Glazers more than fans who are just watching it through a TV. Like, again, I'm not saying that match-going fans are any less than TV-going fans, but you can make an argument either way for what's better and what's worse. So it's like, you know? Now we are way more, brother. These protests do F all, wasting their time. United have 65.5 million Instagram followers, admin. I've been supporting United since I was 5 years old. I can guarantee you I've gone to more United games than some of these idiots that are in the 1958 group. Yep. I mean, Papa Gay from Villarreal to replace Uncle Casemiro. Personally, my player of the tournament this AFCON. I'll have to check him out. I'm not too familiar with his game, if I'm being honest with you, Double I, but I have to check him out. We need to stay away from the old players. It doesn't give us hope for the future, and putting them on 300k a week is mental. I think that's why, I think, again, that is a positive that INEOS have brought in the fact that we do seem to be sticking to players like under 26. Crickets with that joke, admin. Hey, come on, Keith. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. We've got to entertain the people. Okay, and now listen, look at this bombshell. So, the 1958 are expecting the biggest ever protest against Manchester United owners before the Fulham game on February 1st. Organisers expect well over the estimated 5,000 to 6,000 who protested against Arsenal last May. Now, I'm going to be honest with you all. It doesn't matter how many people turn up. The biggest ever protest against the Glazers was when the United fans stormed the pitch because of the Super League. And that will never get beaten. Because when that happened, man, that was insane. That was insane. I mean, I remember that was when I was just starting out the Instagram page and everything. And man, that was insane. The Glazers will just laugh at this protest and nothing will change. They won't even laugh. They will literally be like, somebody will come up to them, like some sort of assistant, and say, sir, the 1958, they're making the biggest ever protest against Manchester United owners, you guys. And there's going to be 6,000 people outside of our gates. And what will they say? Huh? And then they'll go back to eating their caviar. They're evil. They're evil people. You do not become that successful and that rich and that, like, just, I don't know, that wealthy, whatever you want to say, from being a good person and caring about what your customers think about your product. Like, come on. So the 6 changes Michael Carrick has made at Manchester United: shorter, higher intensity training, a focus on individual work, arriving later at Old Trafford, talking to the squad after full time. I swear that's the bare minimum for like a manager or a head coach, but apparently Amorim didn't even speak to them after full time. He was just like, yeah, you know what you've done. Restoring faith in Mainoo, attending academy games. Okay. Laurie Whitwell on Loftus-Cheek and Dide and Ugarte. I don't get the sense that United will look aggressively to do those kinds of deals. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Wilfred and Didi aren't exactly names that will move the dial for United. I don't see the value unless United allow Ugarte to go. So could we see Ugarte leaving and Loftus-Cheek or Ndidi coming in? I think in this system that Carrick's got, I think maybe keeping Ugarte until the end of the season's the safest bet, personally. It's more, I guess it's more around if Casemiro gets injured, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It does slightly alter things, so if Manchester United will still look to sign 2 midfielders in the summer, it does slightly alter things. If Mainoo stays, but his contract situation still needs to be addressed in the summer, that does then alter the expectation on if United need to get 2 midfielders in. That was the anticipation with the picture as it was. We might still, because we think Casemiro will depart. He's definitely not going to stay on the wages that he's on. I'd imagine that one Casemiro parting in the summer, you'll need to replace him. So we're definitely going to get 1 midfielder. Are we going to get more? We don't know. We don't know yet. Manchester United midfield targets this summer. Again, it's just more keeping an eye on Elliot Anderson, Carlos Baleba, and Adam Wharton. Nothing else has come out from that. Again, a bit of a nothing answer from Laurie Whitwell here when asked if we're going to sign a second striker. He kind of just said, we've got a lot of options now with Mbuemo potentially playing there. Sheshko, Cunha can play there. So are we going to get a second striker? Maybe not. And this is where we go into the Cole Palmer news. So it was originally posted by the Express Sport saying Cole Palmer is willing to return to Manchester to join Manchester United following suggestions he may be feeling homesick in London, although is currently, and this is the Debbie Downer on the situation, Keith. Although Cole Palmer is currently on a contract until 2033 at Stamford Bridge. So, I mean, how much are we going to have to pay to get Cole Palmer if he's signed up to a contract for the next 7 years? Why? Who would advise these players to sign these lifetime contracts? It's genuinely mental. So that's why I think Cole Palmer probably isn't going to happen. I mean, 2033. It's ridiculous. Unless he forces a move away from Chelsea, I don't see it. Whitwell on if Harry Maguire could get a new deal at Manchester United. Maguire would like to stay. He can speak to foreign clubs now. United have already triggered the +1 last summer, so we need to give him a new contract. But Maguire would like to stay. A stupid American owns Chelsea, enough said. I mean, but it is smart in a way. Like, they just sign all of these young players and sign them up for lifetime contracts. Like, they're trapped. They're literally trapped at Chelsea. Premier League team current wage bill. So United are here. So we are the 5th highest wage bill in the league. But we have been getting it down. So, I mean, fair play. Fair play. Chelsea being on 353, insane. Insanity. And Liverpool, actually Liverpool, why is this not getting talked about? Liverpool are paying 421 million in wages every year, whereas United are paying only 313. It's how they duck financial fair play, admin. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's very dodge. It's very dodge is all I can say. Preparing for the Arsenal game. Andy Mitten on Manchester United rejecting loan proposals. Again, not... I feel like it is quite a slow news day, other than the Casemiro announcement. I think the reporters are trying to milk as much as they can for the January transfer window, but I really just don't see anyone leaving or coming in. United's home kit leaked. Now this I like. I mean, it's got the collar. I love a shirt with a collar. Yeah, I can get behind this. I think I'm definitely going to get this kit. $421 million in wages just to be ass. I mean, not even in dollars, mate. Like in dollars, wait, is it? No, it's in pounds. But in dollars, how much would that be? That'd be like $600 million, or even more. Probably 700, maybe. Insanity. Honestly, it will be funny if like none of these Liverpool players actually turn out to be good when they've done this rebuild and they all just like fall flat. Ndidi again being offered. So Ndidi has been offered to Manchester United and is keen on a return to the Premier League, but United have not made any proposal as things stand. So basically, if we want Ndidi, we can get him, but do we want him? Let's wait and see. In the next few days, Michael Carrick will speak to a recruitment team to determine whether they will need a new midfield. We know that we need a midfield signing, but it's whether they're willing to actually pay some money or not. Malacia attracting interest, but again, like, are we ever going to get rid of this guy? It's just like, why is he here? I'm typing on my iPad keyboard and there's no pound option. That is racist, Ethan. That is racist. There's not even a pound option on the iPad keyboard. Ridiculous. Elliot Anderson isn't within the category of players who will make a quick decision based purely on Champions League football. So this gives us a bit of hope for Elliot Anderson. It's kind of saying that he's more interested in the long-term project like Brian Mbeumo and Mateus Cunha, rather than just thinking, oh, I'm going to join City or I'm going to join Liverpool or I'm going to join Aston Villa because of Champions League football. He is looking at the long-term project, which gives us a bit more hope. I do think Elliot Anderson is a very like Manchester United type of player. Michael Carrick has been told that his role at United is a short-term gig and shouldn't read too much into the club removing the caretaker title from his title. However, the club will be open-minded come the summer if Carrick's spell at the club is positive with the results, players, and board. Okay, big up. I don't know. I mean, again, it's kind of a nothing story. I mean, they say he shouldn't read too much into this stuff, but if Carrick like gets us third in the Premier League and we're playing amazing football, why would we pick anything else? Why would we do that? Ben Jacobs putting some water on the Cole Palmer situation, saying he's not aware of Manchester United trying for Cole Palmer. Chelsea definitely don't want to sell, and he feels like it's a non-starter. And this is some good news for United in the long term. So Ben Jacobs saying, I expect Manchester United to spend a fair amount of money in the summer window, but obviously some of that might be offset against outgoings such as Casemiro's wages off the books. Still a consideration over Maguire's future, and there are question marks over those lot. Keeping Carrick is Ole all over again. It's Ole all over again, but it's Ole 2.0, Ethan, because Carrick learnt from that experience, man. Maybe he's a changed man. He's a changed man. I mean, I'm sorry, but if we like win almost all of our games by the end of the season, I'm going to be calling for Carrick to get the full-time job. I don't care. I'm going to be Carricking. Kobbie Mainoo and Mason Mount having a giggle. And then, yeah, here was the beginning of the end with Casemiro. So Casemiro is set to leave Manchester United at the end of the season following talks with the club's hierarchy. A decision has been made to part ways. Casemiro posted this. You're not going to be able to read it. Knowing when stages come to an end, knowing when to say goodbye when you feel that you will be remembered and respected forever. 4 months to give my all for this badge and for our goal. Eternal respect and affection for Manchester United and its wonderful fans. Forever, Red Devil. Big up Casemiro. There's a lot more. He also released a video, which we are going to be going through, but let's see. Yeah, Casemiro is going to be leaving at the end of the season. He's committed to helping Carrick and United in the push for European qualification. Casemiro has released a goodbye video.
Will be my last 4 months.
Listen to this together, guys.
I have decided that this will be.
Oh, he's leaving just as he's learned English. Oh my God.
I have decided that this will be my last 4 months at Old Trafford.
Bruno Fernandes leaves it alone. Casemiro from range. Oh! It's an absolute screamer from the Brazilian magician Casemiro. What a finish that is!
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm upset. I'm low-key pissed that Casemiro is leaving. At least he isn't playing that piano in the background. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine? And it's just, what's that song with Paul Walker? When I see you again. Can you imagine Casemiro just playing that? I'm sad, man. Like, he showed passion. He was a leader. Everyone, when he originally signed, everyone was negative towards it, saying, oh, it's a panic buy, or it's panic buy, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not having it, man. I mean, was he maybe a second choice after Frenkie de Jong? Maybe, yeah. But was he a panic buy? No, I don't think he was. I think he's just a very good player. I think he's a ridiculously talented player who came on the market at a decent time. And we snatched the deal. Was he a panic buy? No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was. And I think he's released a longer video as well, but we're going to watch all of them together, lads. Paul Walker didn't score big goals for United. He did end up faster than Casemiro.
Brilliant magician Casemiro! What a finish that is! Picks it up on the edge of the penalty area. Ball it towards Casemiro! Oh, what a finish! Casemiro! That is absolutely sensational from the Brazilian.
Eternally grateful. Forever, Red Devil.
Stay, Casemiro. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. Oh. I'm sad, man. I'm sad. Casemiro is genuinely just one of those players where, like, I don't think you could ever hate him. Like, he was just... He is a United player, through and through. Cheeky voice, correct. Paul Walker... Oh, wait, throw that one out. But, yeah, it's a sad one. It's a bittersweet one with Casemiro. We need him to leave to move on as a club, as a team. But I wish he stayed. I wish he stayed on, like, on a lower contract. But he needs to cash in. He needs to do what's right for his family. He's won 2 trophies at the club. Before he joined, we didn't win. We hadn't won in 6 years. A trophy in 6 years. I mean, he's the guy, man. Casemiro wanted it to be announced early that he was leaving, but United did insist a decision was made to release him well in advance of the announcement. So United already had it in mind that they were never going to offer him a new contract, but Casemiro wanted to announce early that he was gonna leave at the end of the season. The decision not to renew Casemiro's contract was made a while ago, but Casemiro wanted to make the decision public to avoid incorrect speculation over his future. Casemiro, I will carry Manchester United with me throughout my entire life. Let's see this as well. Probably going to get copyright for this, but hopefully.
Desde que llegué al aeropuerto, la afición, las personas conmigo han sido muy
fans have been very warm with me, not just with me, but with my whole family. The day I first came into the stadium, the fans were already singing my name and my song, and I will never forget this. Club means so much, not just for me, but for all my family. It's so special, and I will always carry this club with me for all my life. I will always be a Manchester United fan, my whole family too. In England, I am red. I am a Manchester United till death. So all I want to say is thank you for everything. Just watching his highlights. What a man. I don't know how much of this we can play realistically before he gets copyrighted. What other quotes is he coming out with? This isn't goodbye, it's just a chapter in my life. I will always be with Manchester United. He's just class, mate. Thank you everyone who made this team in my life so special. Or time in my life, sorry. Especially the fans. I will never forget my song. Thank you very much. And just a bunch of more highlights from Casemiro. Nah, I'm gutted, man. I'm genuinely gutted. I'm gutted by that. Alright, this is hitting me in my feels. Seeing Casemiro. I think it's going to be even worse when Bruno Fernandes eventually leaves. I honestly think it might be equal to like a distant relative passing away, you know? Maybe not like a mom or dad or brother or sister, but like, you know, like that one random like second cousin that you maybe saw a couple of times, but you weren't that close with. I feel like, but it still hurts. I feel like that's going to be the situation with Bruno Fernandes, and I'm not ready for that day. In England, I am red. I am Manchester United until death. Manchester United sources say Casemiro's departure will give them additional capacity to reinvest in the midfield department this summer with a refresh of the position expected. Nottingham Forest star Elliot Anderson is the current dream addition in that area of the pitch. It's going to be so interesting to see who we go for. Are we going to get Baleba and Anderson? I just don't see that happening, but if we do, and sweet Jesus. Bruno Fernandes saying, was a pleasure playing alongside you. Casemiro's wife with a little cutesy emoji. Yeah, just more Casemiro leaving stuff. I mean, this clip sums up Casemiro amazingly. So, never forget this Casemiro moment when we had just won our first trophy in 6 years, but he still went over to Bruno to ask why he didn't pass the ball. Top player and professional. I mean, we've won our first trophy in 6 years. Casemiro makes a thing out of going over to Bruno and saying, bro, why didn't you pass? Come on. That's the mentality, man. Always red, says Casemiro's wife. Neymar applauds his goodbye. Lissandro Martinez coming out with a quite emotional few comments as well, saying, It was a pleasure, Casa. I learned so much from you. Leadership, camaraderie, humility, hard work, personality, respect, and above all, how to enjoy playing soccer. The ball doesn't burn, which I'm guessing is a in-joke or something like that. I love you, Casemiro, says Martinez. And yeah, I mean, this is another classic vintage story about Casemiro. After contact between Manchester United and Real Madrid emerged in the summer of 2022, Casemiro watched United against Brentford on the television. They lost 4-0. The club was in chaos. Casemiro texted his agent saying, tell him or tell them I'll fix this. 9 days later, he signed. And in that season, we ended up winning a trophy, getting to another final, and finishing third in the Premier League. So he really did turn that season around, Casemiro. This stat shows it even more in that exact same season. 33% win rate without Casemiro, 76% with Casemiro. But yeah, it's a sad one, but all things must come to an end. A current Premier League striker who plays in the same style as you, Diego Costa, was asked that question, and he said Bryan Mbeumo. He's saying Bryan Mbeumo plays in a similar style to him, which is interesting. Rafael Varane says Casemiro, my soldier, #legend, to his farewell post. And finally, Manchester United are ready to open talks with Kobbie Mainoo over a new contract. So Kobbie Mainoo could very well be signing a new contract with Manchester United in the coming months. The number 18 shirt will look good on Baleba. It will indeed. It will indeed. And finally, let's just go over a few more highlights of Casemiro. So he left Madrid just when they won the UCL, signed for us at our lowest, showed leadership in the team, took us to a European final, won us an FA and EFL Cup, and he told them he'll fix it. That's what he said when United came calling. Club legend. I don't know, club legend might be a bit far, but he is definitely, post Sir Alex Ferguson, I think he's up there with one of our best signings ever. So yeah, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Kobbie Mainoo is not for sale at any price. Ethan Johnson strapline in the chat. Okay, folks, we will leave it there. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video. But for now, special shout out to the members, Mr. Kiefer Bix, Mr. Ethan Johnson, Mr. Nick, the Dutch Destroyer, and Mr. Matty Scott. But for now, Godspeed.